back at some of the ways that, some of the reactions that you had, that it had to do something with control, the fact that you had lost control?
Well, that's a good observation, and I'll bow to your scientific knowledge on that. It may well be. I certainly had lost control. I'd lost control of my own sense of proportion. Not, madly so. I mean, I wasn't going to murder somebody or anything like that. And less so than most of the people in the house, many of whom by the end had become nuts. But I had lost control over my sense of proportion, and I certainly had lost control over events in the house insofar as I ever had them.
How important is control to you in your life?
Well, I mean, I am a leader, and I'm used to being a leader. People who don't want me to lead them would tend not to be around me. They'd be on the other side or with the other team. And so to be locked up with people who clearly no longer, if they ever did, want you to be a leader, but in fact are nominating against you and trying to get you out, that's a difficult situation. Because you're trapped there, you see.
Yes, you talked about being a leader. Have you always been this confident? I mean, as a child, were you very confident?
I was such a leader that my mother will tell you that she looked out the back window once to find a boy twice my age carrying me home from school on his back. Yes, I always had... there was a profile of me on radio once, and my primary school teacher said that she'd known from primary school that I had leadership qualities.
Were you ever different? I remember before this interview, actually, you mentioned something about that you used to have an eye patch.
Yeah.
Was that a sign? Were you shy? I mean, or were you? What was the reason for that?
Well, now you're getting to the core of things. All of this is a big front. No, I do. It's quite a paradox in my life that someone who is recognized by millions, maybe tens of millions, maybe more, around the world, actually doesn't like being looked at. And this comes from the period between the age of 10 and 12, when I had to wear a black patch on my eye, over my left eye, which in 1964, which is when I started it, less politically correct times, that was quite a handicap, one that people would laugh at openly. People would insult you openly about it, or make fun of you openly.
Why did you have to
or
wear
just
the eye patch?
Because I had a turn in my eye, which was corrected cosmetically. But in those days, maybe not even now, I don't know the science of it, but they were unable to make it work, so that my left eye is virtually useless, but it doesn't look as if it has a turn in it anymore. So it was corrected, and for a reason which I didn't understand then and don't now, the plan to make this eye work was to cover it up for a period, and then presumably hope that it would begin to work thereafter. You might think logically that the thing to do would be to put the patch on that eye and force this one to work, but that wasn't what they did. So I used to come home crying a lot.
How old were you then?
10. I used to come home crying a lot, and my mother would say, "What are you crying for?" And I would always say the same thing, that I went to the shops and people were looking at me. People were staring at me. And that left me with